A happier sun now peeps through black clouds. It seems that the sunny days are back again. Welcome once again to News Analysis. News Analysis, a weekly magazine on current affairs. To begin with, the main points in a nutshell. Sarkozy denounces European Union Commissioner's Roma remarks. Papal visit, thousands attend Mass in Glasgow. Charges on South Africa kidney trafficking syndicate. In the US, polls suggest opportunities for both parties. Cambodia Tribunal index for ex-Khmer Rouge leaders. Ayodhya judgment, MP beefs up security. And another news in detail. Sarkozy denounces European Union Commissioner's Roma remarks. French President Nicolas Sarkozy has described comments by a European Commissioner about Roma deportations from France as outrageous. European Union Justice Commissioner Viviane Reding appeared to compare France's actions to persecutions in Nazi-occupied France. The disgusting and shameful words that were used World War II, the evocation of the Jews, was something that shocked us deeply, Mr. Sarkozy said. France would continue to dismantle Roma camps, he added. I'm the French president and I cannot allow my country to be insulted, Mr. Sarkozy told a news conference at an European Union summit in Brussels.
Ou alors intéressez-vous vraiment à ce qu'il dit. Vous êtes trop sérieux pour ça. Alors, c'est effectivement une affaire qui a fait l'objet d'une discussion entre nous au déjeuner. Et pour dire les choses comme elles sont, la totalité des chefs d'État et de gouvernement ont été choqués par les propos outranciers tenus par la vice-présidente de la Commission. Je ne souhaite pas.
He also confirmed he had a heated exchange with European Union Commission President José Manuel Barroso on the subject of Roma reportations. Press reporters who are at the summit says this is an unprecedented row between Brussels and Paris. It's true that in the past few weeks, some things have been said that are out of order, Mr. Barroso admitted, but I think we need to leave that on one side now. Ms. Reding, who represents Luxembourg on the European Union Commission, said on Tuesday, "This is a situation I had thought Europe would not have to witness again after the Second World War." She also urged the European Commission to take legal action against France over the deportations. Ms. Reding later said she regretted interpretations of her statement. Although France had deported thousands of Romanian and Bulgarian Roma over the past few years, it began accelerating the process last month as part of high-profile crackdown on illegal camps in the country. On Monday, Euro MPs accused the Commission of failing to protect the Roma deported from France. Papal visit, thousands attend Mass in Glasgow. Thousands of people have gathered in Glasgow where Pope Benedict XVI is celebrating an open-air Mass. About 65,000 people cheered and waved flags as the Pope arrived to organ music and hymns at Bellahouston Park. The Pope travelled from Edinburgh, where he was welcomed on his visit to the UK by the Queen at Holyrood House. Earlier, he said he wanted to extend the hand of friendship to the country and urged the UK to resist more aggressive forms of secularism. The Catholic Church in Scotland had hoped to attract up to 1 lakh to the event, but later reduced the capacity after a slow take-up of tickets. On his arrival, the Pope was given a traditional Scottish welcome from the Strathclyde Police Pipe Band. As he made a circuit of the park in his pop-mobile, the window of the vehicle was rolled down and Pontiff kissed a baby dressed in pink romper suit. First Minister Alex Salmond arrived at the park wearing a tartan scarf and a yellow flower, while crowds waved yellow and white Vatican flags. During the service, Britain's Got Talent star Susan Boyle is due to sing the hymn, "How Great Thou Art." She has already entertained cheering crowds, many of whom were waving commemorative flags and pilgrim packs with the song "I Dreamed a Dream." The winner of Pop Idol 2003, Michelle McManus, who is from Glasgow, has also performed. Charges on South Africa kidney trafficking syndicate. 5 doctors from South Africa's health group Netcare have been charged for the allegedly participating in an international kidney trading syndicate. Netcare's hospital in Durban allegedly conducted more than 100 operations in 2001-2003, in which poor Brazilians and Romanians were paid to donate kidneys to wealthy Israelis. Netcare is accused of making large profits from the operation. It has denied any involvement in the alleged racket. As well as the 5 doctors, charges were also issued against 2 transplant unit staff, Netcare Group, Netcare's chief executive officer, and the Durban hospital where the operation are alleged to have taken place, South Africa's Mercury and Times newspapers reported. An Israeli interpreter were also charged. Cambodia Tribunal indexed 4 ex-Khmer Rouge leaders. Cambodia's UN-backed War Crimes Tribunal has indicted 4 former Khmer Rouge leaders. Nguyen Chia, Deputy Khmer Rouge leader Pol Pot, will stand trial next year along with former head of state Khieu Samphan, former Foreign Minister Ieng Sary and his wife Ieng Thieth. They are accused of genocide, torture and religious persecution. In July, former Prison Chief Dah was found guilty of crimes against humanity. He was the first person to be convicted by the Phnom Penh-based court. The trial of these 4 leaders who have been in detention since 2007 is expected to start by the middle of 2011, the tribunal said. All 4 are now elderly, with 84-year-old Ieng Sary in bad health. His 78-year-old wife, who was the Khmer Rouge Social Affairs Minister, will be the first woman to face the tribunal. Nguyen Chi, who is also 84, was brother number 2 behind Pol Pot. Some experts believe he was ideological driving force behind the regime and responsible for its most radical policies. Khieu Samphan, who is now 79, was one of the isolationist regime's few points of contact with the outside world. All 4 reject the charges against them. But between them, says reporters in Phnom Penh, they should be able to provide the answers to the questions which have puzzled Cambodians for decades. Why did the Khmer Rouge enforce policies which resulted in the deaths of so many people?